Second down for a loss of a couple.
You know, you toss the ball to the running back to get him away from all the big boys, right? Like, stay away from the beef. Those guys get you on the ground with one meat hook, do a good job tossing the ball on the perimeter, but goodness gracious, has to break one tackle, just fighting as hard as he can to try to get positive yards, but too many guys coming after him too quickly.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And the Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Gets the back moving. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball.
And here comes the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. With the run on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Second and goal for this offense. Trying to surge it in. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's third and goal. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Working that left side now. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove. And nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left, but man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnover.
Maybe a crease. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And you're starting to see this more and more, man, in short yardage situations when you can get that ball on the perimeter fast. And the quarterbacks love him, by the way, because that's a completion. That's a completion, that little touch pass. You get it to one of your speedsters, he gets on the edge, and he gets the first down.
Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so love to see him get that opportunity to maybe punch one in here.
And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. From the 3-yard line, they'll try it again on third and goal. Barrels ahead. Touchdown, Aggie. And the stomping has commenced. They tackle a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the fourth quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Now on the option. He'll toss it. And that one will go and reverse the defense all over that pitch on the option.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
at the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last two games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and
Ready! White, 29, white, 29. But on! Ready! Hot! Here we go! But on! Hot, hot, hot! Down! Ready! 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 Hot! Down! Ready, put on hot! Down. Ready, hot! Ready, ready! Blue 30, ready! Red 54, put hot! Ready, put hot! Here we go! Put hot! Down! Ready! Down! Put hot! Hot, hot, hot! Down! Ready! Red 20, hot! Ready, ready! Put hot, hot! Ready! Hot! Ready! Black 18, put hot! Here we go!
Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Guys, I caught up with Coach Elko before the game. One of the things to keep your eyes on is how does this young quarterback continue to develop? They took a risk early in the season starting this young freshman, but he has continued to develop each week and get better. He's gaining the trust of his teammates. He's really starting to make good reads and get a feel for this offense. Can they keep this trend going? I'll keep you posted on how he looks on the field and how he's leading his team.
Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. Out of the end zone. And a really nice job by the kick team to get. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense takes the field for the first time in this game. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking for a gap. It's Payne. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
What a great job by the defense understanding where they're on the field. Listen, the wide side of the field is this way. They're going to try to run that sweep, identifying it, flying like madmen to the football, just understanding speed and space. I got to be ready for that, and they were.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it down the middle. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Just going to keep it after the snap. Might have a chance there to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Payne. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Texas A&M ready to go with another 1st down. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Pulls it in. It's Anderson. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
Such a nice job in pass protection. You've got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fellow a little while to get to that area of the field, so you've got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from. And all 5 guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver going in motion. So the pop pass is busted up in the backfield for a loss.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. You saw guys playing with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Good timing on the quick out. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Trying to run, it's Payne. Maybe some room here. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll give it to the back. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now.
And he's in. Touchdown, Aggies. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Running inside, it's Payne. And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Back to pass on second down. On the left side, grabbed by Williams. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Texas A&M going up tempo. Wants to fire on second down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And they are fortunate to get the ball back, but unfortunate to have a long way to go after that loss. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down.
And that play is going to drive.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
He's got it along the sideline. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
Finds his man. It's Wade. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through the progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
The Aggies go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Going to the run, it's Payne. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage.
Touchdown, Texas A&M. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his...
They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. Got a man. It's Moore. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How long have the Aggies been fishing for jumbo plays like that one?
Just dying for it. They just want high-flying offense. They want fun. They want excitement. They had it back in the day with Johnny Manziel. Been searching for those big-time plays, that big-time offense since that point.
At the 35, he's got room. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground, and you see the speed by the ball carrier there, Reese, picking up a huge chunk of yards.
I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Aggies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He'll keep it on 2nd down. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. The Aggies back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking for space. It's Payne. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah.
The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, finding some room, they'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
And not even a chance to pitch it as he is slammed down in the backfield. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Under fire. And they got it. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on third down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. That thing was down for a while, but the big... Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call it a situation 4-minute offense where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective.
Snags it, and there's running room. He's got enough to move the chains, and that clock will keep moving, and they'll be able to run it out. Now the Tide uses its third and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff.
hut, hut. Down. Ready. Down. Ready. Red 20. Hut. Ready, ready. Red 80. Hut, hut, hut. Ready. Hut. Ready. Black 18. Hut, hut. Here we go. Ready, but hard. Down. Ready. Blue, set hard. Down. Ready. Hut, 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 hut.
look between the hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Georgia Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Guys, I caught up with the Texas A&M head coach before the game. He has been warning his team all week about this game. Both teams undefeated to start this season, and he believes the difference will be who can execute the best. He believes that his team and his quarterback have the confidence and composure to compete.
Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. He'll bring it out. It's Gibson. He'll be stopped just short of the 25. The Aggies offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Makes the catch. It's Moore. Breaks a tackle and he might go. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Escapes the pressure to his right. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today. That's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball. And this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rigged running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll give it on the counter. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing them around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and you know it's just and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
Got his man. And a sure tackle after the completion, and he stops. First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. Hold and finds his man on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism. He's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man on the outside. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Off the play fake on first down. He spins that thing down the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep ones.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
That pass is well off target. He got hit. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Caught by Williams on the right. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Looking to throw on first down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. They did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Picked off. What a way to set him up. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 30. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. On the run, it's Payne. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Going to the run to start this second half. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming.
They bring the punter onto the field now. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Catch is made at the 15. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but... So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out, they're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though...
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it on the outside. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Aggies. Into the end zone with a breakaway. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% of the season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off target. Somebody needs to step up, make the play, and maybe get a spark for this offense.
Tackled there by the defense.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it in. It's Anderson. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws toward the end zone. Final play of the quarter and the ball falls incomplete. We've reached the break and Georgia is on top. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's got him this time. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on second down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Bully ball on third and short. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Man, they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill, go get the running back, get him on the ground.
He's got it on the run. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The Aggies want to pick up the tempo. Snapped it in the shotgun. Fires into the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. And I don't think he broke the plane. The quarterback just tried to sneak it in. Power on power, and the defense won it again.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Touchdown, Aggies! And they take... Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They got the stop they needed. Now can the offense pay it off and tie this game up late? Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. Could not make his way to the corner. Sometimes it's easy for the receiver to get lost running a drag through all that traffic, Jesse.
Yeah, and this is a receiver too, Reese, who's dangerous once he has the football in his hands. So I like the idea on offense of trying to get this guy the ball quickly to see what he can do once he has it.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Third and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. And the deflection on third down. How big is that? Forces a fourth down. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they... The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be high. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. Remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. After that sack, they're in a different zip code now. Second and long working here. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had... Oh, and that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be third down. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. He'll pull it down and run. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down. They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. Gotta have it here on fourth down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. What a battle this game was. Went right down to the end. #1 team in the land gets knocked off. But sometimes this gives you a chance to recalibrate some things, guys.
Yeah, and they're going to have to go back and watch this film and face some tough truths as well, because we know they've got a ton of talent, and this is a team that when they're playing their A game, they look like